Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke.
What up? What's up, everybody? It's your man KB, and this is Easy on the Odds podcast and our sports edition. Y'all know what it is. This is the Urban Sports Review on this Thursday evening. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the platform. Welcome to the platform as we don't get shit started. Y'all know how we do it. It's pregame time, so go ahead, spark it up, pour your drink, your favorite drink, whatever it is, you know. Yeah, I mean, because y'all know what we do. Y'all know we keep it popping over here. Yeah, I mean, so like the channel, share it, let everybody know that we are here in the building. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to it and hit that notification bell so you can get notified when we go live. Yeah, I mean, all of this stuff like that. Turn it down a little bit so we can hear it in the background. What's up? We got the original crew in the building today. We got my man T Nasty in the building. We got Jay Will in the building. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get up here, we're gonna chop it up, you know, get our picks in. Ain't but 2 games left, y'all, for the Super Bowl. Ain't but 2 games left. Yeah, I mean, it's been a wonderful season. I just want to thank everybody for being here and tagging along with us and having fun with us, because it's been fun. It's been a good ride. It's something that just sparked up in conversation with me and my man Jay, and it's going to lead to bigger things. So within the next couple of weeks, we're going to tell y'all where we're going to be streaming on the bigger platform. You know what I mean? So without further ado, you know, y'all tune in Sunday for the fashion side of the podcast. But this week, we're going to chop it up with the guys. If y'all tuned in with us on Monday, we talked about the HBCUs and the contracts and the money and everything filtered into the community. The money that's not filtered into the community. And I don't know if y'all did the homework, but I watched Black Magic. I know Jay watched Black Magic. I mean, Duncan put us on with that. And it was very interesting. I learned some things that I didn't know. Who would have known that NC State was known as the Negro College? Who would have known that? I didn't even know that. But without spilling the beans and everything, I'm going to bring my man Jay up. My brother Jay Will, what's good?
Yeah, everything's good on this terrific Thursday. Last week, I told everybody that Cincinnati was going to beat Buffalo. I went 4 for 4 last week, people. 4 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been picking these games all year. Your man KB been hitting, sparking it up, doing those parlays and winning.
And I don't even watch football, y'all. I just listen to Jay and everybody up here when they come up here. I listen to that insight, that insight that we have. You know what I mean? I go by what they say, and I put my feeling into it. You see, I put it down with no heart. I don't even bet with the Ravens. Last week I bet against that. 2 weeks ago I bet against the Ravens and I won. And that's because I was going with my heart for what I feel about my team. But yeah, Jay, you've been doing a good job, an excellent job, man. Shit, there's only 2 more weeks left. You know what I mean?
More weeks, man. And,
2 more weeks left.
An exciting week last week. The Cowboys went in there. Dak Prescott turned the ball over 2 times, and Brock Purdy didn't look too good. But if people pay attention, Brock Purdy only throws in the middle of the field.
Well, hold up. Before we start getting into the game and start talking about the game, we got to bring T Nash up because he's been gone. We ain't had him on here since the Redskins got kicked out. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, he
was MIA. Charger, man. You know what I mean?
We wasn't MIA when we went to Philly and whipped their ass.
Once again.
We wasn't MIA then.
Once again, you sound like the bad news bears. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Angry. Something that's past tense. We're in 2023, man.
Hey, KB.
2022.
Philly is
got 1 win.
You know what Philly is? Philly is that bully from round the way, right? That bully everybody else. But when that one team that got him by itself and whipped his ass and don't nobody know about it, they simmer down.
So this sounds
when them skins come around, they simmer down.
This sounds ridiculous from a guy whose team went 1-1 against these teams. We put the dick in him the first time we played him, right? He's over here happy and clapping over 1 victory. Didn't make the playoffs.
I told you we were gonna beat y'all now I told you why.
And they now home cheering for us.
But you know what?
Because we represent the NFC, the same division. It's all good.
You know what?
It's all good.
I am cheering for them. Cause I go with Philly. I go to New York. Never Dallas. I don't give a damn who they playing.
Me either. Never.
Not NEVA. Never.
I got my own reasons for never going with Dallas after Jerry Jones said my feelings ain't going Neil. I wish they would, Neil. You know what I mean? When he gave that little comment, I was like,
What'd he say?
Back when that Kaepernick incident, when they were kneeling and Jerry Jones came out talking about his team ain't going kneel. He know they ain't going kneel. They better not. And they came out there with the hands, arms across America, holding each other.
You saw your boy Jerry circled in that picture.
Yeah,
a lion don't change his. A tiger don't change his stripe.
Right. Right.
When their newspaper, when Quincy Carter was the quarterback, it said quarter black, not quarterback. So that says it all.
And you know what? It's funny you say that because in recent memory, he was their most successful quarterback. They should have kept him. Quincy was winning. Quincy was winning.
So now that we talk about
Quincy, you know how to. Quincy, he, you know how the dudes getting the sacks now, and they be like, no, Quincy be getting up doing that shit for free.
So check this out before we start, because we're gonna stay on Dallas, right? Before we start, I just want to give my condolences out to the Lemonier family, and I hope I said his name right. The brother Jesse Lemonier, 25-year-old. Former Detroit Lion and San Diego Charger outside linebacker. He passed this morning. So our condolences for him. 25 years old, man. Now I want to know if he got that shot. I want to know if he got the shot. I want to know what
it was from.
Prayers up to him and his family, man. Condolences to him and his family.
Is he a former player or was he current? He was current.
25. What it say? I'm gonna look into it, but it said former Detroit Lions. And San Diego Chargers, but he was only 25. So
a baby, man.
Yeah, that's just in the league. For real,
man.
That's just in the league.
Yeah.
And let me see. We can talk about it. I'll look it up when y'all go into the games. Who else? The Coach suddenly fired National Football League head coach and carousel continued to spin with the word that the team is parting ways with their head coach after just months on the job. Jerry Rossberg was hired by the Denver Broncos as an assistant coach to work with in-game management. He gone.
How about this real quick? So basically, Steve Wilkes went 6-6 in Carolina, said no thanks, and went out and hired the dude Wright that just got fired from Indianapolis.
Right.
Like I say before, wash and repeat with those coaches. All they do is get other jobs. The Jets hired Nathaniel Hackett to be an offensive coordinator when he had the worst offense in the league in Denver. Wash and repeat. That's all they do.
And so you said Carolina, that coach ain't get hired.
Steve Wilkes went 6-6, and they went out and hired Frank Wright.
You know what time it is, man.
Yeah, Nathaniel Hackett had the worst offense in the league, and the Jets hired him as an offensive coordinator. Wash and repeat. That's what they do. Wash and repeat.
Well, at least Washington ain't get him because we looking for an offensive coordinator. At least we ain't get him.
Y'all gonna get ours. Y'all, Washington.
But please
Washington, don't. Y'all, that's what y'all do. Y'all always pick up the people we cut and let go.
Yeah, we
need to pick up Lamar Jackson.
Y'all went and picked up the Donovan McNabb back in the day. So y'all do that, yo.
No, you know what? For real though, with our situation, the free agent quarterback, I would keep the two we got.
And go with the dude Sam Howell. Go with the dude Sam Howell and keep it moving.
Yeah, Sam Howell and Heineke, keep them two. Fix the line. Now Heineke, he ain't the great, but I mean Heineke was winning games. Sam Howell, he looked good in that last game against Dallas. Keep them two. The little bit of good, the good that Heineke and Howell done. Just imagine if they had a line. Fix the line, cause for real, Howell and Heineke is Purdy. You put any one of them on San Francisco, they're gonna do the same damn thing. Purdy ain't no better than them. Purdy just got weapons.
So real quick, earlier this week, the brother get well soon. The brother Chris Baker had a stroke, and he actually went to Instagram and said, "Tell your loved ones you love them," because his life. He said, "My life almost ended 2 days ago." He said, "I can't believe I had a stroke, but God not done with me yet." So that's Chris Baker, former National Football League star, at 35 years old. He had a stroke. 35 years old. A lot of this stuff happened to a lot of young dudes, man. That ain't normal. That's not normal
at all.
That's not normal at all.
And
so, go ahead.
It's crazy, man, because it seems like they're getting younger and younger with these situations. So then you got to start to think about the food they're eating, these shots, and all these craziness going on in the world. Because we live in a dictatorship, like I always say. It's a dictatorship. It's not a land of the free. How is it the land of the free when they dictate to you what you can do, what you can't do, in all facets? It's basically fool's gold. You got blinders on because sometimes you really think you're free. But when you think about it, in all assets, they say you got this choice or that choice. How is that the land of the free?
Right. So with that being said, since y'all was on Dallas, let's talk about that Dallas game on Sunday. Go ahead, take it away, James. Let's talk about that Dallas game and
so the Dallas defense comes out and plays great. But who we got? The guy that led the league in the interceptions, Dak Prescott. He missed 5 games, people. 5 games. And still led the league in interceptions. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How can you miss 5 games and still have the most interceptions? So
that's how he warm up.
Yeah, that's exactly how he warm up. So they go in there, they stop McCaffrey, and they in great position. But what Dak do? He throws an interception on a bad read, and then the defense still holding them tight. It's 6-6. It's like 45, 50 seconds on the clock. They're in the red zone. What this guy does, throws another interception. In that point, they could have went up at least 9-6 or 13-6 and get the ball back in the second half. But no, Mr. Dak throws an interception. And not only did he throw the interception, the defense allowed them to come down and kick a field goal. So with all that momentum, they go into the half down 9-6. And
hold on, how was they going to get 9?
Well, the field goal did make 2 field goals.
He missed one. He missed the extra point again.
Extra point, he got blocked. He
missed it.
And he was going to miss it anyway because it was going to go wide left.
Extra point's supposed to be automatic, man.
And it was going to go wide left because when you look at the replay, it was going to go wide left anyway.
Right.
But he did hit a 45. He did hit a 41-yarder. So I don't know. Maybe you got to push it back for him. Who knows?
So you telling me the DN or the cornerback out there on the island blocked the kick? Because you said it was going wide left anyway.
One thing I did say about that Dallas game, though, one prediction I did make, I said Dak was going to throw 2 picks.
I knew he was going to turn the ball over.
How many picks did you say? Like 20-something?
Huh?
He said he led the
17.
league.
17.
He said he led the league.
More than that.
17. He said he led the league in 7. He led the league with 17 picks.
And missed what? 4 or 5 games?
Missed 5 games.
How you miss 5 games and still lead the league in interceptions?
That means you good for 2. Go ahead and chalk me down for 2.
And he making $40 million. So there you go.
That's why Lamar need to get paid. So his name should be Dak Pick Scott.
No, it's like you paying for a Lamborghini, you get a Civic. That's what it is.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that much of a fall off? A Civic?
But
not even a Benz?
The whole thing
they
about
making $40
it,
million though, KB. That's not a $40 million performance. So you gotta label it like that.
I'm surrounded by Cowboy fans. I got them in my house. My wife and her whole family Cowboy fans, and my youngest son. Like, are you surprised though? Like, y'all really thought they had a chance? You know what I'm saying? They still had feathers coming out their ass from the Redskins whipping their ass 2 weeks prior. They still was shitting feathers from us putting our foot up their ass. And the last game, and then you had the thing that killed me about Dallas fans. Oh, we couldn't get up for y'all. We ain't play y'all. I'm like, you can't say that. You played your starters. We ain't get up, this, that, and up. We was going to the playoffs and all this. Come on, yo. That's like City versus Poly, man. Y'all gonna get up for them skins.
Right.
I don't care if we
That's a rival.
16.
That's a rival. Cowboys and Indians. That's a rival.
Right. So when they lost to us, I'm like, man, they ain't beat nobody, man. I mean, then you got the one saying, well, we ain't go out first game. We beat Tampa Bay. Man, Tampa Bay wasn't even no playoff team. They wasn't even 500. They ain't even belong there.
They ain't belong there at all.
They ain't go 500 in the sorriest division in the league.
Just like I said about the Giants. The only team the Giants would have beaten the first round is Minnesota Vikings because they had played them 3 weeks before, and Minnesota took a 60-yard field goal to beat them. I knew they was going to go in there and beat them. He threw for 300 yards. I said, you really think Daniel Jones gonna come into Philly and throw for 300 yards and Saquon Barkley gonna run the ball? But your boy Gary, he wasn't a believer. And there was a lot of people that wasn't a believer. I was like, they must have forgot. But Jalen Hurts was an MVP candidate. You think he's gonna come in there and roll over? Stop it.
I thought honestly, Philly had a chance because for one, it's a divisional game. For two, you know the mantra in sports, like it's hard to beat a good team
3 times.
3 times, right? A familiar foe. So I thought they did have a chance, right? Man, they ain't show up, man. They came in there, man. It's either they ain't show up or Philly just that good, yo. Philly just mopped the floor with their ass, man.
Yo, actually, Troy, they don't have any talent, man. They got
I was about to say
Saquon and they got Daniel Jones. And if you stop Saquon, Daniel Jones turn the ball over.
Daniel Jones ain't like that.
And the statistics said if you turn the ball over 1 time, they 2-6. So I knew it was going to be a washout.
Right.
And when you go back and you look at the season, right? Yeah, I mean, because the Giants was on some of my picks, looking at certain games, they lost, and I can't even tell you what games. They lost some games they should have won, like against teams they should have beat. They played. What was their record overall? What was their final record going into the playoffs?
Dallas?
Nah, the Giants.
The Giants, man, they remember they lost 6 games straight though. Remember that?
That was this year, right? That's what I'm saying. They lost.
Now,
they lost.
Teams, that's one reason why I was like, man, they not gonna beat Philly, cause good teams don't lose 6 straight.
Right, and that's where I was going at.
They beat us twice. I can't say nothing about them.
Nah, that's where I was going at with it though. That's where I was going at with it. Okay, so like the Redskins,
they tied with it. They beat us one time with it.
One time.
The Redskins, Redskins had some. Even the Redskins had some big victories this season. They beat y'all. Beat Philly. Man. Y'all beat Philly. You understand what I'm saying? And who else y'all beat? Y'all beat somebody else big.
We beat a couple squads, but they was helping man.
But
they gotta fix that line, and Ron Rivera, he gotta get his head out of his ass. This motherfucker talking about he ain't know that game had playoff implications. He started winning.
He sound like
what are you
he sound
doing?
like John Harbaugh. He sound like John Harbaugh, dumbass.
No, he sound dumber than John Harbaugh. You ain't know that. First of all, he started winning.
John Harbaugh said he ain't know what plays was being called. He gonna sit in the. We went 5 games, couldn't score a touchdown. He wait till we lose in the playoffs to say, "I'm gonna sit in the offensive coordinator meeting, more often." Nigga, we just went 5 weeks without scoring a touchdown. You should have been sitting in there. Like, yo, what y'all in here doing? But I was saying though, who did the Giants beat big this year? That's where I'm headed. Minnesota ain't big.
No, they didn't beat them. They didn't beat them. They lost to them with a 60-yard field goal. I don't know who they beat. Oh, they beat Green Bay.
Green Bay ain't big. They ain't even make it to the playoffs.
But when they played them, that was a big win for them. I didn't say that Green Bay was a great team, but when they played them, that was a big win for them.
And I picked that game because it's Saquon Barkley because Green Bay couldn't stop the run.
True.
That was I remember that. That was one of the games I picked.
Now Barkley, I would say when Barkley healthy, when he's 100%, he the best back in the league. I take him over any back in the league when he healthy.
I wouldn't take him over any back in the league, but he had a good year. He had a good year, yo.
I take him over any back in the league when he healthy.
I don't know. You got Chubbs out there. Chubbs be doing the thing.
Barkley got moves. He'll run over you. He'll run around you. He'll run under you. Barkley, man, when he on his game, man, shorty nice. Tell him. When he 100%, he ready.
I mean, I don't know if he the best back, but he had a hell of a season, and when they're healthy, he make them a dangerous team. But they just don't have enough talent. They don't have receivers, lack weapons, and stuff like that. So,
well, that best receiver got hurt like mid-season. The best receiver they did have. So,
so when you lack that talent, they got to go out. But now they're in a situation where they got to pay Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. Both of those are free agents, so they got to spread that money around. When you start playing a quarterback, that's when you start to lose talent on your team. That's why Dallas can't get. That's why they had to get rid of Amari Cooper, because Dallas didn't have nobody can run routes and nobody take the top off the team. Like CeeDee Lamb is not a number 1 receiver. He's not. So if they had Amari Cooper, that would have helped Dak out a little bit against the 49ers. But once Tony Pollard got hurt, then he tried to force everything in CeeDee Lamb. Dak is not the kind of guy that's going to put the team on his back. He need help. And if he ain't got no help, you saw what you got. 2 interceptions and a loss. But you're right, Troy. Dallas fans are ridiculous. Every year they think they're going to win the Super Bowl. You ain't won nothing since 96. Why y'all still talking? Stop it. 96? Really?
And even ESPN, they got them winning preseason, going deep every damn year, man. It's ridiculous. Can we stop talking about Dallas, please?
Oh yeah, because the next game is the game that happened, which was Cincinnati and Buffalo.
Yeah, but I called that, man. I said we was on here last week. Everybody picked Buffalo except for me, right? So I was like, if Buffalo couldn't stop Miami with their third-string quarterback, I don't care that Joe Burrow lost 3 offensive linemen. I think they can't stop Joe Burrow. then when you watch the game, it looked like Cincinnati was at home and Buffalo was on the road. As if Buffalo don't live in that kind of weather. They ain't know how to play in it. Cincinnati just gashed them. Mixon ran the ball up the middle on them, gashing them. Chase balled on them. And Buffalo really missed that window. They don't understand. Like, you got Stephon Diggs on the sideline yelling at him like, man, I'm open.
Yeah.
That window might be closing. And everybody was talking about beginning of the season, Buffalo Bills is a choice because they played Kansas City good last year, and they're going to make this playoff, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Where they at? Home. And I don't know how they're going to fix it over there. But they say right now, defensive coaches that are head coaches, it's an offensive league. So that's why most of these teams trying to get offensive coaches because it's an offensive league. Most of these defensive coaches, if you look at the playoffs, how many was in the playoffs? So when you look at that, the game is changing. It's turning into an offensive league, not a defensive league. So you got to go with the trend.
But I'm saying even if I was about to say even if the head coach, a defensive guy, your offensive coordinator, the one calling the plays and putting the offense together.
Defense win championships, man. Defense run the ball win championships.
I'm not disagreeing with you, yo. What I'm saying is, you still got to have that offensive continuity because you got to score.
Yeah, you got to have that. But a good defense give the offense a short field.
Yeah, but in today's game, man, they changed the game.
Turnovers.
You need to make it more offensive. I mean, definitely turnovers for sure.
Leading the league in sacks.
Look at San Francisco.
San Francisco, the number one defense.
But he's an offensive coach, though, the head coach.
That's all I'm saying. Number one defense.
Because he went out and got a defensive coordinator. What I'm saying is, Andy Reid, offensive coach. Eagles coach, offensive coach. Shanahan, offensive coach. All I'm saying is, if you look at the trend, yo, that's what's happening. Minnesota had a defensive coach, and they went and got an offensive coach, and their offense was better, but their defense went down the drain. And that's what Carolina did. All Carolina had was defensive coaches, so they went and got Frank Reich, an offensive coach. So that's the trend, yo. If you look around, San Diego came back and let Jacksonville come back and beat them. Defensive coach. I don't even know why he's still the coach. But once again, all these defensive coordinators or defensive coaches don't understand the opposite side of the ball.
What I tell you about that boy Lance, though? I told you I see some Peyton Manning, boy. I see some Peyton Manning in that boy. Ain't nobody come back from down 30 but number 18.
4 interceptions in the first half.
I don't care. He came back.
But then
did the same thing on Monday Night Football twice.
But the thing is,
2 interceptions in the first half.
It would only have happened to a team like the Chargers, who got a suspect coach.
I don't give a damn if he came back against
any other team, yo.
Down 30.
But what I'm saying to you is the reason why he was able to come back is because of that coach. San Diego coach doesn't know what he's doing because you never let a team come back from that.
So
any other team is knowing he came back.
So he didn't come back because of his play.
He came back because the coach on Chargers went to sleep. You up that much. All you got to do is control the ball, run the ball, and milk the clock, get a couple field goals, and the game is over. He didn't do any of those things, and that's why they was able to come back.
I'm telling y'all, man, get that boy 2 more years. He going to be the best quarterback in the league. He already turned the corner. His team ain't turning it with him.
How you gonna be the best quarterback? How you gonna be the best quarterback?
The first show, you go back to the first show we did. I told y'all he was next Peyton Manning.
Oh, listen, he's not gonna be the next Peyton Manning. And how you gonna be the best quarterback in the league in the next 2 years when Mahomes and Burrow still gonna be there? He's not gonna be better than them. So he's not gonna be the best quarterback in the league. Because number one, he's not gonna win like them, and he's not gonna get to the you don't become the best quarterback until you start winning. So he can be throw all the stats up until you win. That's why the difference between Peyton Manning and Tom Brady is Tom Brady was winning. Brady put up all those stats during the regular. Peyton Manning put up all those stats, but when it came to crunch time, he couldn't beat Brady.
Look at the division he had.
He would always get there. He gonna have an easy route to get there.
Right.
He's gonna have an easy route to get to the playoffs.
Right.
But he gonna have to play them big name quarterbacks
And he gonna get and see he's gonna take his bumps and bruises, but he gonna get some good draft picks too.
So speaking of the AFC, because that's where he playing at this week, you got Cincinnati and Kansas City. You got Cincinnati and Kansas City this week.
He ain't gonna keep high. To be honest with you, I love Andy Reid though, but I would want Smoking Joe to win, but you ain't gonna keep beating my homie, yo.
See, the problem is though, Mahomes got hurt last week, high ankle sprain.
Right.
So that mobility is going to slow him down. So I think, unlike Jacksonville, that ain't put no pressure on him after he got hurt. Cincinnati's going to put the pressure on him, make him move around. And he moved the wrong way, and the ankle going to twist on him, and he's going to be hurt. He's going to be limping around, and that's going to be ball game. Cincinnati's on a roll, man. Everybody thought they was going to lose to Buffalo. Cincinnati been mad ever since the game got canceled, and they said that it would come down to a coin toss.
Yeah.
So they've been mad since that. Then last week, you heard what Smoking Joe said. They had already selling tickets for the game that was going to be in Atlanta between Buffalo and Kansas City. You're going to say, I hope they can get their refunds. You know what I'm saying? Because why are you going to disrespect them and start selling tickets?
Yeah.
And I know you got to do stuff in advance.
Yeah.
How do you think Buffalo was going to beat them when they struggled against Miami and only won by 3 points with a third-string quarterback? Their defense wasn't that good, so I knew that. And they don't run the ball. If you're not able to run the ball in the playoffs, you won't win. And they don't run the ball. And I've been saying this since we've been starting this show. That's going to be their problem because they can't run the ball. I said this every week. I said they keep winning, but when you get to the playoffs, you can't run the ball. You cannot win.
That's the formula for winning the Super Bowl. Yeah. I don't know why nobody don't listen to me. Running the ball and defense, man. If you can't run the ball in February, you ain't going to win. Now, January, February, you ain't going to win. If you don't have no D, you ain't winning.
So what's the breakdown on this game this week, James, between Kansas City and Cincinnati?
So the breakdown is this, yo. Kansas City is walking in there with a guy that's got hurt last week, Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes, one of his greatest strength is extending the play. If he can't extend the play, I'm not saying he can't be a quarterback to stand in the pocket and dink and dunk and stuff like that. But Kansas City don't have those breakaway weapons that they had last year. They don't have a Tyreek Holmes. But now you got to rely on Juju Smith. You got to rely on Juju Smith. And you got to rely on Kelsey and those guys in the intermediate routes because you're not going to be able to throw it deep. That's going to be a tough task for him. And like I said, unlike Jacksonville, I think Cincinnati's going to put that pressure on. And they got confidence because they beat them the last 3 times after being down double digit a half. So that goes to show you that one team made adjustments, the other team didn't. So I got Cincinnati going in there, winning again. And I saw something they were going to say, the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, they said they was going to call it Burrow something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just total disrespect that he owned you like that you're going to call your stadium Burrowhead. You know what I'm saying? Really? So Kansas City, I hope you guys are prepared. But I think with Cincinnati, if you can't get to Joe Burrow, he's going to pick you apart with T. Higgins on one side, Jamar Chase, Boyd in the slot, and Hayden Hurst from the Ravens. Hayden Hurst from the Ravens, who scored last week. Mixon going to run the ball. I got it 28 to 21 Cincinnati.
28-21 Cincinnati over the Chiefs. Troy, what you got him? How you got him this week?
Yo, I'm pretty much flipping a coin, yo, because all right, like Jay said, Patrick Mahomes hurt. That's the storyline. You don't know how hurt he is. Can't be playing possum. Just like Jason Hurts. Jalen Hurts. Jalen playing possum. Jalen ready to run. Jalen ready to play running back. He ready to play running back. But you don't know how hurt he is. Then Mahomes and Reed, they the new They the new Belichick and Brady. Like, you got to account for Andy Reid. Andy Reid, screen master, yo. He'll run the same screen and make it look different 8 times. He the screen master, right? So as far as running the ball, they gonna keep him up back. They gonna screen. Then he gonna find Kelsey. If their defense come to play and put that heat on Joe, make Joe turn that ball over, hit it out his hand. You don't gotta sack him. Smack it out his hand. Get a turnover. A turnover gonna be the deciding factor in this game. Cause Joe got them. He got them young wide. He got them wide receivers, man. That he just go on the fly. And Joe hits him. But they got him. Joe, he the most sacked quarterback, but they got a rushing attack.
Not this year, yo. Not this year. He not the most sacked quarterback this year. Not this year.
He ain't.
No, not this year.
He still gets sacked a lot.
Justin Fields.
He still gets sacked a lot. Yeah, that's Phil's color. But he still gets sacked a lot. But a lot of times, they can run right past them running backs he got. Mixon and P-Ryan, them boys run that rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they keep them off balance, so I gotta pick one, man. If it's close, a close game, 10-point game, a 10-point game, I'm going with Cincinnati. A close game, Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? But if I gotta pick one, yo, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Let me give you a stat.
You ain't gonna keep beating them, yo.
I'm gonna give you a stat, right? I'm gonna give you a stat real quick. Joe Burrow is 3-0 against Kansas City.
Exactly.
8 touchdowns, 1 interception. So he ain't even turning the ball over. Just a stat for you.
All right. So he beat him 3 times, right?
8 touchdowns, 1 interception.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell him. He beat him 3 times. It ain't gonna be 4. Mahomes. Chiefs gonna beat them.
What's the
score? It's gonna be a high-scoring game. 31-28.
The point spread. That's what you want to know, KB. They got Cincinnati favored by 2.5.
31-28. Chiefs.
Whoa.
And Kelsey, look for Kelsey to have a big game.
Kelsey had 14 catches last week, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna be alert on that.
Oh yeah, it don't matter. I don't give a damn what Kelsey gonna find them holes.
Well, I mean, if you double Kelsey, who are you gonna go to?
He gonna go to the running back.
Who?
He gonna the screen master gonna cook something up. I don't give a damn.
Which running back he gonna go to?
Reid, you know that. Andy Reid was your coach for years. You know he's the screen master.
No doubt. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, last year they had fearful weapons, right? You had to come in knowing you had to stop Tyreek Hill, right? Now you know that everything's gonna be
in front of
in front of you, right? So now they can gamble more. Now they can put more pressure on them because they ain't got to worry about somebody going over the top. So I'm pretty sure if you look at the stats, Kelsey haven't had any big games against them in those 3 losses because they bracketed him and forced Mahomes to do something else.
You don't go to far with bums, yo.
But you don't go to far with bums. But see, this is the problem, though. He lost twice with Tyreek Hill. Twice.
Right. And he got Tyreek Hill one man. He got about 3 people in the place Tyreek Hill. Can't key on 3 people. A star gonna be born Sunday.
You really got faith in Juju, who couldn't get open since Antonio Brown left when he was in the Steelers. He can't get open. So when you look at that, they got a whole bunch of scat dudes. They went and got somebody from the Giants, Tony. They drafted a guy, and it's like it's a whole bunch of pieces. But how are they gonna stop those receivers on the other side of the ball?
Joe Smith-Schuster, man, like y'all act like he a bum. He's still like in basketball terms. Yeah, he averaging 10 points, but he's still that guy. Smith-Schuster, He can be, what's the boy that played for Golden State? That was killing in the finals last year. Number 1 pick.
Poole.
You know what I'm talking about, man.
Jordan Poole.
Played
Jordan
all the
Poole.
years with Minnesota.
Oh, you talking about when he played for Cleveland. You talking about the guy from Kansas?
Cleveland.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
What's his name?
What's his name? Wiggins.
Juju Smith-Schuster can have a Wiggins game, man.
I mean, he could have a Wiggins game, but the problem is
the radar.
The problem is,
you know what? I forgot all about. He was with them till I saw him Sunday.
Right, because you know why? Because he ain't been showing up, and he bet on himself, right? When he was with Pittsburgh, and ain't nobody pick him up. He had to go crawling back to Pittsburgh.
He ain't been showing
that
up.
means you're not a supreme talent. Once again, you took less money to go to Kansas City because nobody wanted to pay you. Because he thought he was a number 1. It was only in his mind that he was a number 1. He's always been a possession receiver. He ain't no deep threat. I'm not saying he can't have a big game.
They carried him, yo. It's a team sport.
Cincinnati's scheme, that defensive coordinator has been amazing, man, with his schemes.
All right.
You know, the way he did.
Cincinnati got a no-name defense. And the same way they got a no-name defense, a lot of guys on Cincinnati defense flying under the radar. Juju is lurking. He can have a big game. He can very well have a big game. They carried him this far. Juju might not have a heart like everybody got. But guy like Mahomes, Kelsey, they can lend a motherfucker some heart.
Well, I'm going to say this.
They can lend him some heart.
I'm going to say that the Bengals are going to be too much for them. And I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. That the mere fact I'm listening to what he said. This is basically this is a quarterback time to shine, right? And one quarterback got more weapons and a defense. The other quarterback hurt or he injured. High ankle sprain. I seen the clip of him getting up last week, and I was
flipping off the field, going over to the side, going over to the locker room.
I said,
shit for that, yo.
Yeah, I know they got shit for it.
They got shit for that, and the boy ain't want to go out the game. He want to play.
But check this
out.
What's
his nickname, Jay? Half a bill.
check
That's
this
what
out,
I call him. Half a bill.
Check this out though. The Vegas got them winning by 2. Got the Bengals winning by 2 in Kansas City, right?
Yeah, but I think with that though, KB, it only went up to 2.5 when Mahomes got hurt. If Mahomes wasn't hurt,
in Kansas
City
City
too,
too.
They would be favored if Mahomes didn't get hurt.
In Kansas City too.
Right. So
ain't no getting on the plane and that thing swelling up a little bit. Ain't none of that. That boy had that thing in a tub of ice all week. They gonna shoot something up in it.
That's fine.
He gonna be right.
How about if he stepped the wrong way? Lights out.
He gonna be right.
I don't care what you shoot in it. Yo, a high ankle sprain, you stepped the wrong way. It's a problem, man.
You know that. Professional.
You know it's a problem.
Super Bowl winner. He been in this game.
They might have
the 5th time.
Let me ask you this.
Is this the 5th time?
No,
how about if they sack him and twist him around or something like that? You know what I'm saying? How about with that? What if that happened?
He's been in this game. This the 5th time, right? 5 straight years, right?
He ain't been hurt though.
He been in this game 5 straight years, right?
He ain't been hurt though.
This is what he does.
But he ain't been hurt.
Why they call him half a bill?
But he lost last year.
Make the big bucks.
He lost last year to Cincinnati.
He lost last year.
Okay, they lost, and they lost last year to Cincinnati. Pressure is on Cincinnati, homie.
And now,
pressure on Cincinnati.
Hey, I'ma say Cincinnati. The one you got that Bengals hat because I seen you wear it. The Cincinnati, that defense. That
and you know why I got the Bengals hat. You specifically know why I got it.
I'ma say that.
Football son played for the Oklahoma.
Right,
the Oklahoma nationwide Bengals.
Right. So look,
That's why I got that Bengals hat.
And look, and check this out. And the
But I do like smoking Joe.
You like smoking Joe, so that's why you got to have you like smoking Joe. It's okay.
I do like smoking Joe.
Go ahead, KB. Go ahead, KB.
And look, that defense, it's gonna come down to the defenses outplaying each other, right? And I'm gonna give the Bengals quarterback an edge. So I'm asking my questions. Can the Chiefs stop the run?
They got a good pass rush.
They got a good pass rush. Can they stop the run?
I don't think so.
So that means Nixon gonna have a big game.
But the thing is, they can't stop Chase either. They haven't been able to stop Chase at all. So if you get to play action and Chase over the top, that back end is not good.
So that back end not good. So
Andy Reid always got a big game on the ground, man.
Hold on, let me do my bets. This how I get my parlay in. This how I pick my picks. So check this out. So they can't stop the run, but they got a decent pass rush, but they can't. But they soft on the back end, right? The Bengals offensively, they can run the ball. I guess their pass rush got the advantage because the three linemen is out. But the Bengals can take the top off them. They can beat the secondary. So that's 2-1. Game one in the trenches.
They know damn well. All right, what's the name? Got a good rushing attack,
Can the Bengals stop the run?
Yes.
Do the Chiefs run the ball?
Not really.
They do.
Sometimes.
You
know Andy Reid, man.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get it misconstrued.
But the Bengals can stop the run.
To me, a screen is a run.
But the
Bengals Andy Reid. That's his rushing game. Screen.
But can the Bengals stop the run?
He's the best screening coach ever, son. He gonna screen your ass to death. He gonna screen you to death. As soon as he see that little twinkle toe in that defensive backfield, that's when he takes it to Mahomes. Now go over the top.
Over the top
Mahomes is taking his time. It's time. Andy Reid know the perfect time when to go over the top. He gonna screen your ass to death.
Who gonna go over the top to though? Who gonna go over the top?
He got NFL wide receiver. I don't know, but he going over. You gonna see some over the top.
So
I know Kelsey. Kelsey gonna get in.
Let me ask you a question. Did he go over the top last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars? No.
Jacksonville Jaguars got good defensive backfield.
Nah, that back end is suspect. That back end, their corners and that back end is suspect. They got a good front four, and they got linebackers. They can't cover because that's one of their weaknesses. But if he didn't go over top against Jacksonville, he damn sure ain't going over top against Cincinnati.
So look, so hold on. So check. So can Kansas City run the ball?
Yes. They gonna get.
Where they rate running the ball at this year, Joe?
They down near the bottom because they don't run the ball that much.
So they're a pass happy offense.
Absolutely.
They the screens. Okay, that's the choice. They the pass happy. They screening it. So they not even running the ball. All right. So can Cincinnati stop the pass?
Yes.
What about that pass rush?
The more and more we talking, I'm glad y'all dissecting it like this. Because the more and more we talking, the more and more Andy Reid gonna scream shit out there.
But yo,
and y'all making me realize, right?
That shit ain't work.
Y'all making me realize
it ain't worked the last 3 times though.
It ain't working.
All right. Now
you had to figure out something else.
It ain't worked the last 3 times. You know that, right? You think Andy Reid don't know that shit?
But no, this is what I want to say.
Andy Reid don't know that?
This is what I want to say though. They had double-digit leads every time and blew it in the second half and got shut down. They didn't score. They didn't score the second half. The last game.
All right, now
look. How do you not score with a prolific offense with Andy Reid, the screen game, and all the things you're talking about? How do you get shut out by a Cincinnati no-name team, no-name defense in the whole second half? How do you lose to this team 3 times after having double-digit leads? Adjustments. Andy Reid ain't making them.
So Andy Reid out there, he out there Harbaugh camp. Harbaugh out there Andy Reid camp. They don't make adjustments. That's what you're telling me.
3 and out's gonna be hard to come by, yo.
But if this quarterback out there,
that's why I'm gonna take Kansas City. 3 and out's gonna be hard to come by.
If
and that boy Mahomes got a chip on his shoulder, yo.
But you beat
me 3 times, you ain't gonna keep doing this shit.
If he was healthy, yo, if he was 100%, I would agree with you. But he was coming in there limping.
Yeah, you coming in with no wheels.
Like that. Yo, look, this the NFL. This week, what? 20. Ain't nobody 100%.
Yo.
Hey, look, ain't nobody saying that.
Ain't a player on the field 100%.
Ain't nobody saying that. But when he came back in the game last week, was he productive?
Everybody hurt.
He didn't move.
He was productive. He got that win, didn't he?
That's Chad Henne came in and threw and went 95 yards for a touchdown drive.
Right.
That's when they got the lead.
Right. And then he came back and held it down.
And they put pressure on Trevor Lawrence and he threw a pick. So that's all what happened. Like when he came back in the game, he wasn't productive. He wasn't doing anything because he couldn't move.
He was to go out and get twisted up, whatever. Chad Henne.
Did he practice? Did he practice? Did he practice?
Did he practice today? Beat Cincinnati, yo. It's not gonna happen.
Did he practice today?
They said he did.
Did he practice yesterday?
No.
So he came in on Thursday. He still had to rest it up. He still was resting. He still was resting up there. He coming in on Thursday. So I think the game gonna be closer than y'all think. I'm going 17-13 Cincinnati.
Oh, you got a low scoring game.
Yep.
No, I think Joe Burrow and that team, they scored on him all the time, man. So if the weather's not bad, because they just scored 27 in bad weather. If the weather's not bad and it's good conditions, even
both of them bad weather team.
If it's cold, I don't care because as long as it ain't bad weather, rain, snow, wind blowing and stuff like that.
Weather ain't gonna be a factor.
Yeah. So weather ain't gonna be no factor. I'm going with Cincinnati.
They gonna run.
I think even with the pass rush though, KB, it's quick passes. You see, he didn't get sacked last week, right? Quick passes. And their corners can't hold up against them young guys. They can't. And if you do play action with Joe Mixon and Joe Mixon gashing them, man, it's gonna be a long game.
So you said my score should be 24-17.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think they're gonna score 28 points.
I got 31-28.
Look at the scores of the last 3 games. It's all been high scoring. It ain't been low scoring. But this was 100% Patrick Mahomes, not a wounded Patrick Mahomes.
31-28.
All right.
Kansas City's gonna score last. They're gonna be down. They're gonna score that touchdown last.
Oh, so Kansas City gonna win?
They're gonna win it.
So
they're gonna win it in the last couple minutes.
So as the game goes on, the ankle feels worse, right? So you saying in the fourth quarter, after being hit a couple times, and they're going
that shit can warm up. That shit can warm up as the game go on.
Understandable. And then every time he's sitting on the sideline waiting, it swells up, right? While Joe Burrow out there.
Man, look, man, that boy is professional. He know what to do. He know what to do.
I'm gonna say
home. He's at his home stadium, and he at his home game. He been in this game since the 5th time state.
He was last year.
This is what he do.
He was there last year.
I'm gonna say 24.
He was there last year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 24
and lost.
I'm gonna say. All right, look. I'm gonna say 24-17. That's my final score, and then we go into the NFC game because we still got the NFC game to talk about. We got the Eagles and the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, let's just jump into it, man. All the doubt, all the people talking about the Giants last week for what? They must have forgot Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they beat the shit.
Coach's son, and a winner. They forgot.
Get out of the Giants.
He was in Alabama. They let Bum Tua take his spot. He go over to Oklahoma and in the Heisman Trophy race. So they thought last year that he couldn't throw the ball. He didn't have the right weapons. But when they made that trade for A.J. Brown and they surrounded him with weapons, what did he do? 14-3? And they lost 2 games he ain't play. So if you look at that, man, he's just a surgeon out there.
2 games he ain't played out the 3 that they lost.
Yeah.
Well, who they played the one that they lost?
I forgot. Let's talk about the games right now. So,
at the end of the day, yeah.
But yo, I don't understand why you want to live in last year, yo, over something that don't make no sense. It doesn't even matter.
You point out the fact that the man only lost one game. I want to know who he lost to.
Oh, he lost to a team that ain't make the playoffs. Let me continue.
I think that.
So now you got San Francisco coming in, and what people don't realize is Purdy only throws to the middle of the field. So if you jump those routes and put him in stress, how's he gonna respond? He's never been down 10 points. He's never had to bring his team back. So now you come into a hostile environment with your number one rated defense, but you ain't played a quarterback like this. And people must have forgot that the Las Vegas Raiders put 31 on him with Jarrett Stidham. How does that happen when you got the number one defense? Help me out with that.
You can't really go.
So I'm just going to get an introduction. I'll let you go first, Troy, because I know you got a lot to say about it. So go ahead.
See, you can't really go on the Raiders and stuff like that over other teams they play, yo. Every team, every game, every team that different teams play, yo, it's matchups. It's different matchups. It's different matchups all over the field. So every game is just you can't really go off that. But I'm gonna say this. If I'm San Francisco, I'm scared of Jalen Hurts' legs. If I'm Philly, I'm scared of that 1-2 punch, McCaffrey and Debo. That's what I'm scared of. Because they don't have no San Fran over, and don't forget that Kittle. San Fran don't really have no over the top, long distance throwing game. They really don't have that. They like to move. They like to move the chains. You know what I'm saying? And Shanahan, he good at that. But like I said, man, and Jalen Hurts, yo. Jalen Hurts, one thing about Jalen Hurts playing possum. That boy ain't hurt. He playing possum. Or if he is hurt, he got a lot of this. He don't give a damn. I deal with that shit in a month because I'm playing this game, and if we win this game, I'm playing Super Bowl. I don't give a damn if I got a half a shoulder. That's how he comes. So it's gonna be a war, yo. It's gonna be a good ass game. I gotta go Philly though. I gotta go Philly because for one, they in my division. For two, I like Jalen Hurts. He just played for the Eagles. I like Jalen Hurts. I like the role he took to get where he at. And man, that boy put in a lot of work. He's like, man, fuck that. I don't care. He got a chip on his shoulder. He proving people wrong. And if he don't get that MVP, that's some bullshit. I will say that too. You know what I'm saying? And he know, shit, for me, I ain't worried about the MVP. He want to win the Super Bowl. But I will take the MVP too. I mean, I will take that. And for me to get the MVP, it seems like I'm going to have to win this damn Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, and Philly, yo, Philly, they going to put some pressure on that boy, yo. Philly 9 deep, 8-9 deep on the D-line. Philly going to keep shuffling them boys in and out of there. They going to keep it coming on. No, I got you. Go ahead. Philly going to keep it coming all game. So, I got to go Philly, yo. I got to go Philly. It's going to be a good game, but I got to go Philly. Philly going to Philly going to get a couple turnovers. They're going to make that boy turn the ball over a couple times. That's what I think, because they're going to put that pressure on his ass.
What's your score?
Philly going to beat them by 10, yo. 27-17.
I like it. So another thing that we not understanding is the Philadelphia Eagles, including the playoffs, had 75 sacks this year. That's the second most since the 85 Bears, right? So they've been putting pressure on quarterbacks, and they got two corners out there that can cover. When I watched the game last week, and since I've been watching Purdy, he don't throw the ball to the outside. If Dallas would have just stayed on the inside and stopped some of those passes, they could have picked them off and jumped some of those routes. So, and even that Kittle's play that he caught the ball and he was juggling up in the air, if the dude Diggs would have just put his shoulder into him instead of going up to him, closing his eyes and trying to tackle him, he wouldn't have caught that ball. Those pivotal plays like that change the direction of the game. Like Troy said, we're going to put pressure on him, put him in stressful situations because he hasn't been down 10 before and brought his team back. So I think that's what's going to happen. You key on stopping the run against McCaffrey, and you make him beat you throwing the ball.
McCaffrey ain't running in between the tackles. That ain't happening this week.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas stopped him last week, and Debo didn't get off either. The problem was Kittle's got off, and you really think about it. They scored one touchdown in 4 quarters.
Jalen, like what's the boy name for San Fran, the end rusher?
Oh, Bosa gonna come in there off that edge, and Jalen gonna run right up that middle of the field and move the chain. So that read option is gonna put stress on the linebackers. And AJ Brown didn't have a big game last week. Look for AJ Brown to have a big game. Devontae Smith is a surgeon out there. I didn't realize he was that good, you know? I just knew that we had too many small receivers coming into Philly getting hurt. So I saw him as a small receiver, but he was a 5-star Biletnikoff winner, so he was the best receiver in the whole NCAA, and he's a route runner. He could take the top off. He ran a 4.3.
Hey, good.
So, and we got Goddard as well. So if we put stress on him, run the ball, Jalen Hurts does his thing, I got Philly winning 21-13. And quieting everybody, and then after they win, everybody's going to say whoever won on the other side is going to be favored. This is the same thing that happened in 2017 when they went in there and they beat the Patriots. And everybody said they wasn't going to do this, wasn't going to do that. We went to Nick Foles, and Nick Foles brought it home. This is going to be a tough game, like Troy said. Two great defenses. Who's going to crack? That's what it's going to boil down to. Who's going to crack? Who's going to get out of their game plan and not be able to do the things that they do best? We know one thing. Shanahan wants to run that ball and wants to have a play-action pass and put his skill position players in one-on-one matchups to make you and force you to make the tackle. What we got to do is gang tackle, put pressure on Purdy, get him out of his spots. You turn that ball over and look like the Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft.
Philly gonna stick to the script, and Shanahan gonna get you damn cute and fuck up.
Indeed.
So can the 49ers run the ball?
They can.
Can the Eagles stop the run?
They can.
That's a wash.
They ain't running.
Can the 49ers pass the ball?
It's okay.
They can pass.
Everything is on the inside. So they're not going over the top. Purdy arm is not that good. So what we try to do is get you on a whole bunch of crossing routes and inside routes. If you watch the game, he only had 19 completions last week. Everything was in the middle of the field because he can't throw to the perimeter. His arm not that strong. So all you got to do is clog up that middle, make him pat that ball, and that rush going to be on. That's it.
So the line, okay, all right, so hold up. So the Eagles can stop the pass over the top and everything. Yeah. All right, so can the Eagles run the ball?
Yeah, absolutely. The best rushing team in the league.
Can the Niners stop the run?
They okay.
One thing Niners better not do, they better not fall behind.
No, they better not.
Can the Niners rush the passer?
They got Bosa on one side, but Philly got the best offensive line. Jalen Hurts only got sacked one time last week.
They can rush the passer, but the type of rush they do, yo, the outside rushing, man, all the chips is in the middle of the table. Jalen Rose is running. He running. I wouldn't be surprised if he get 100 yards on the ground. Talking about he hurt. Y'all better not come in there thinking he hurt. Hurt is his last name, not his condition.
Ninth, can the Niners stop the pass?
Back in. Nah, you can get them over the top.
And that's what they're gonna be done to do. They're gonna dare Hurts to throw deep.
That's not a recipe for success.
They're gonna dare him to throw deep.
They don't got the corners that can hold up though. So why would they do that though? That wouldn't be smart.
That's what they're gonna do. But Jalen Hurts, yo, he gonna have a big game on the ground.
So I'm gonna go with that being said, everything is pretty much Washington's gonna come down to the quarterback. It's come down to Hurts.
He gonna have a big game on the ground, and Purdy, he gonna spend a lot of time on the ground.
Can Purdy run? I was about to say, can Purdy run?
Not like that. He
not like that.
Not like that.
You got Josh Sweat and them boys out there. Sweat, big up the Sweat. Oscar Smith High School.
Yeah, Riddick. You got Hargrove. You got Stu. You got all these guys.
Like
the rotation is crazy. Cox. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Graham.
They not running in between the tackles. That ain't happening.
So I'm gonna say 24-13.
Yeah, because you know they got the big dude in the middle from Georgia. So he right in the middle. So you ain't running out doing him in the middle. And you ain't gonna stretch it to the outside because you stretch it to the outside, it's gonna get. You can't stretch it to the outside either. You ain't trying to do that. And Shanahan don't run the ball to the outside anyway.
Shanahan gonna get cute with all that motioning and motherfucker stop running motion and he gonna get cute.
Putting Debo in the backfield and all that other stuff, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man.
He got to. He gonna have to do something.
Who playing the first game?
Philly's 49ers, 3:00.
Oh.
Sunday, right?
Yep.
Boom, there it is. So boom. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up, man.
I am. Them boys coming from the West Coast where it's warm.
And that 3-hour time difference as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little chilly in Philly.
So really, at 3:00, it's 12 noon for them.
It's gonna be a little chilly in Philly.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be cold. Yeah, they coming from it never rains in California. You know, yeah. It's a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah, that's round, man. You don't know what you gonna get up Philly.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Them fans gonna be all over top of me shit. Talking shit, getting drunk. Motherfuckers got jail. They got jail in this stadium too, don't they?
I know y'all got one of y'all's though.
We got
I don't
one.
know if they got one in theirs. I don't know if one.
I know Philly had a jail when they old stadium.
Yeah, in the old joint, yeah.
The Ravens got a jail too. Apparently, y'all got jail. They got jails inside the stadium. They got holding cells.
But I think I don't know though. I don't think it's gonna be no blowout. I think it's gonna be 2 good games.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for Philly to get some turnovers, yo.
Me as well.
Young boy, yo, like he undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
He overdue an L.
For sure.
They about to take that Cinderella slipper off his ass.
Send him back to California.
He do an L.
California.
He overachieved. You gonna see? We'll see, man.
Yeah, we'll see. So all right. So look, we're gonna come back next week, talk about that shit, talk about the Super Bowl. We're gonna do something special next week too, though. We're gonna incorporate some few other things because the football season is pretty much done. Ain't nothing but 2 more weeks left. This week and 1 more.
Yeah, this week and then they off for a week and then the Super Bowl.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Week, yeah.
The next jump off is everybody gonna start talking about who gonna get picked first, the draft, and all that other stuff. Right into that, because the one guy, Bryce Young, who was 165 pounds, said he want to beef up to 200 pounds. Your body ain't built for that, bro. Well, good luck with that. He saw that Tua is a small guy. He got hurt, so now he want to beef up.
We're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of other sports, other things that's going on. We just need people just to stick with it, like what's going on, like the show.
You talking about Bryce Young? Hold up, you said something about Bryce Young. That's Alabama quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know that's Jason's son, right? Y'all know that's J-Bone's son.
Not for real, man. Stop it, man.
He don't look like J-Bone to you. J-Bone been down Alabama. J-Bone from Louisiana, but he now lives in Alabama.
All right. But we live.
J-Bone been there. He been down there 20 years ago or something. He don't look just like J-Bone to you.
I ain't ever looked at him. But look, Troy, we about to get out of here, though. Yeah, I mean, we've been on here. We about to get out of here.
All right. Look at one of the old episodes, though, Kemet. Look at J-Bone and go look at Bryce Young and tell me that ain't his son.
All right, I'm going to check that out. I'll holler at you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next week, though, Troy.
All right, fellas.
All right.
Y'all have a good one, man.
That's what it is, man. I will definitely holler at you a little later. Yeah, I mean, good show, good knowledge. I'm a parlay what I'm a parlay.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll hit you a little later on.
All right, people. We're here next week. Urban Sports Review, Thursday at 7 p.m. Like the show. Come on. Tell a friend.
All right, my dude. All right, so we're going to get on up out of chair. We're going to get up on out of chair like this. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We're going out the door 25 and up. I see y'all Sunday. 7 o'clock. We got the lady, Miss Angel, will be in the building. Yeah, I mean, from Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right. Holla at y'all. Y'all have a good night. Hold somebody, hug somebody, give somebody a kiss. Never know when the last days are here. We gonna keep it popping as I sign up out of here. Love y'all. Y'all take care of you.
We keep it popping. We keep it popping. There's something about you, Everybody wants you and I know it. I really want you back, but I can't show it. Seeing in my eye like how you glowing. I'm tryna whip the whip, but I can't focus. Casamigo got me speeding while we rolling. Sun shining on our skin, feeling golden. There's something about you. All that laughing, girl, you know you it. About your money and you own this shit, yeah. There's something about you, There's something about you. Whether we rolling, smoking, drinking, flying, hoping, we keep it poppin'. We keep it poppin'. We keep it poppin'. We keep it poppin'. I'm tryna walk the wheel, but I can't focus. Cause I've been in these streets all day. Sun shining on my skin, feeling golden. There's something about you, There's something about you. Everybody wants you and I know it. There's something about you,